Hey, how are ya? I'm good, thanks. Hey, I just wanted to do an educational video on being patient in the buying process of real estate, whether it's your home or commercial property, industrial property, farm and ranch, whatever. Be patient. From the time of application for getting a loan to buy your said real estate until it's over, you have to be patient and you need to avoid some pitfalls. I'm going to stand back there. I got a little glare in my glasses there, but anyway, you have to be patient um, to avoid jeopardizing your loan application and your loan approval. And be careful here. From loan application to pre-qualification to loan approval are all different stages. And I'm here to tell you the bank whom you choose to do business with and the mortgage banker you choose to do business with will be combing through your financials from point A to point Z. So I'm doing this to be informative for you and allow you to be a better educated consumer coming into the market space. Now these things don't change. I've been doing this a lot of years. These pitfalls do not change. So it won't matter when you're watching this. There'll probably be some other pitfalls by the time you watch this, but may not be. I hope not. Like there's enough pitfalls already. But the point is here is to be careful. And if you have any questions or any doubts, you contact us or you contact your mortgage banker or your loan officer, and you ask before doing something big. So let's dive into this. Uh, don't quit your job. Don't do a job change. Don't do a job transfer. Don't do any of that from the time of application to the time of closing. Uh, Ironically, yesterday, I was putting together this video yesterday in my notes and my thoughts, and I went on a listing appointment last night, and in our consultation, let me frame this up for you. These are new customers in our inner circle. We're building a relationship as we go. And during that consultation, they brought up some good questions. I mean, awesome questions. And it had to do with when they uh, purchased their real estate and built their home. Now, when they did their home, it was a time frame where there wasn't a lot of inventory available for sale. They chose to build new through, they had a modular built, put it on, found a lot, bought the lot, did a construction loan, did the full gamut of building it up from scratch. And here's what happened. I smile, and it's super unfortunate. I'm not smiling or pointing fun at them. It has to do with the gravity of this conversation I'm having with you. They got 2 weeks before closing, their house was set, the construction was done, and they actually had an early occupancy contingency in their deal with the builder. So they were already living in the house without even owning it. 2 weeks before closing, well, maybe 3 weeks before closing, husband took a 50 cent per hour pay cut in exchange for some other benefits that the company offered. So there was a give-take relationship within the company he was working for. He didn't do a job change. He didn't do a job transfer. He didn't swap companies. He didn't do, hey, today I'm a carpenter, now tomorrow I'm a welder scenario. Nothing like that. Simply 50 cents an hour pay cut just to get some other benefits that the company was offering, which, oh, by the way, put him and his family in a better position financially. And they informed their lender, as they should have. And guess what? Lender said, oh, that sucks. You no longer qualify for your loan. Could you imagine? 2 weeks before closing? Come on. Your brand new house, like you've put 6 months into this. I mean, if you've ever built a new home, you know how exhausting this is, or even if you've done a remodel, you know how exhausting this is. And you get to the finish line just to find out that your lender was a predatory lender and really wasn't telling you all the facts. This doesn't even make sense to me. That's 50 cents an hour is $4 a day, $10 at best if you're working overtime, or 12, who cares? The money on that doesn't add up. If that loan was that risky up front, that lender should have been up front with those consumers, right? And flip the coin, maybe the lender was, I wasn't in that circle, in their circle at that time. I don't know what the communication was, but flip the coin. If you challenge your lender to max out everything that's possible to you, you shouldn't expect them to say yes when there's a small, just an inch change in your life, right? So it's a two-way street in this circumstance. Maybe it wasn't predatory lending and they were maxed out already and they chose to make a decision without consulting their lender, and it jeopardized, right? Now, fortunately, they were able to save the deal, and I'm not going to jump into that. I'm going to spare you the details on how they saved the deal, but they saved the deal. They're now in my inner circle, and we're going to be selling their property and working for them, and we're going to avoid these pitfalls for these folks on their second go here. And so I'm super happy that they were referred to us, by the way. Super happy. Thanks for that referral if you're watching this. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever forget that story. 50 cents an hour change. And their lender said, oops, try again. That would have been super uncomfortable. Next pitfall, don't go from being an employee to an employer. Meaning, don't go from being a W-2 earner to self-employed. The self-employed industry is the most, my opinion, most discriminate. There's more discrimination on self-employed people than anybody else looking to get a mortgage or get a real estate loan. Super scrutinized on, have to have a significant amount of history being self-employed. The minimum's 2 years worth of history usually, sometimes more depending on the loan type and the property type. And the structure of what's going on in that loan and everything. So anyway, if you have, the point is here, if you have those desires and they're coming true sooner than later, put it on pause until after you've made your purchase. Okay, just put it on pause for a little bit. Waiting 2 or 3 months or 4 months is no big thing out of your life. We all got a lot of life in us, so don't ruin anything that you're trying to do now, and don't scratch the self-gratification itch if you have it. Just be a little bit patient and go through the process first, and then after you've made the purchase and you're comfortable and all that, then go be self-employed. Otherwise, you're, like I said, at least 2 years out. Are you willing to wait that long? You could have waited 2 or 3 months or 2 to 3 years, your choice. Next pitfall, don't make any purchases, even if you have the cash to do so. And I'm talking about big purchases, right? Not your everyday, you need to get a haircut or get the groceries or get the gas, pay the rent, pay your other mortgages, whatever. I'm talking about big purchases. Don't go buy a brand new pickup. Don't go buy a boat. Don't go buy an RV. Significant purchases. Don't go buy a $20,000 horse, right? Even if you have the cash saved up, I'm here to tell you, if you withdraw that cash and make a big purchase, you are going to be writing an explanation to your lender of why you needed that today and why you couldn't have waited. Now I get it. Back to your self-employed, you got 5-10 years worth of history being self-employed. There's times where you're going to go buy machinery, right? You should have enough separation in your accounts by then to where that's not such a big thing, but I'm here to tell you, your lender's going to be watching. So be careful. Now the flip side is, don't make any big cash deposits. Sounds ironic, right? But it's the truth. Like, you don't want any big sums of money coming in. And I can touch on this all day long, but the biggest thing here is they don't want your lender and the underwriters and everybody involved putting together that loan for you. They don't want to assume that there's any fraudulent activities going on with you or anybody else you're associated with, or or any other funny business. And I'm just going to leave it at that. If you have big sums of money coming in, let your lender know ahead of time and how to mitigate that, where it's coming from, how to document it, what that means to you and the bank. Because I have seen this be an issue a time or two, and it really catches, it'll catch you off guard if I don't have you ready for that. And with that all them said, don't fall behind on payments. Like if you got credit card payments, this is an easy one to pick on. If you got credit card payments, don't fall behind. If you're paying your utility bills, don't make a late payment. Them late payments are going to hit your credit. They're going to do a soft pull on your credit the day of or the day before closing on your current real estate purchase. I'm here to tell you, just don't fall behind. Because if you do, guess what? Questions will be asked. There will be some denials. Okay, seen it happen. Get to the closing line. We've done our due diligence in our contract. We've got you just hours away from the closing table, and oops, now we got a problem. So make your payments. Be a good citizen, and if you owe somebody some money, just make those payments on time, how you agreed to, and everything will be fine. The other thing, don't gift money to family or friends. Back to that large sum of money going in and out of your bank account for no explained reason. Just don't do it. You're going to have to write a letter of explanation. You're going to have to convince the banker and the underwriter and the investor. I mean, it's just a downward domino effect at that point. Wait till after closing. Again, be patient. Don't apply for new credit. Again, an easy one to pick on is credit cards, but this also goes to bank loans or new construction. I've seen this, like back to predatory lending or pushing your limits right to the end. New construction is an easy one to pick on. Maybe the builder didn't include an appliance package in your new home build, so 2 weeks before closing, you've been at this for 6 months with the builder, and 2 weeks before closing, you go to the appliance store. You know that there's no appliance package, so you go to the rent-a-center and you do a rent-to-own for refrigerator, range oven, washer, dryer, microwave, whatever. Guess what? Could put you over the limit. So you better, again, consult with your mortgage lender on what these actions mean to you as you move forward. Honestly, you could buy the house and get on Facebook or Craigslist or whatever and buy some used stuff to get by for a little bit, and never going to show up. Nobody's going to be the wiser. So think about that. Same way with credit cards. You may think you need it. You're going to get offers in the mail, right? Like credit card companies are super awesome at marketing to you and being in your face every day. Even if it's a lower interest rate, you can consolidate your debt and get lower payments. Like all of a sudden you're thinking, oh, this is going to lower my debt to income ratio. I'm actually putting myself in a better position, which is true, but because you applied for new credit, may jeopardize your ability to perform on a loan with the bank. So be cognitive of all that. That's kind of working in as you go through the loan application process and the loan process itself. And again, this kind of falls in line too. Don't go co-sign for your kids' car or your sister's whatever. They can wait. They really can. And honestly, let's face it, co-signing is pretty risky to begin with. All lenders recognize this. Don't put yourself at liberty or at jeopardy to be co-signing on any other loans, because it'll come back to bite you. Because they're gonna, even though you're not gonna be making the payments, you're fully responsible until that debt's satisfied with whomever the creditor is, and yeah, they'll put on your debt to income, and it's trouble. Next one, don't change credit cards. I kind of tapped into this one again with the new credit. Don't be changing credit cards mid-stroke. If you're going to do any changes or life changes or debt rearranging, you should have had that done pre-loan application, right? That would have been a really smart move to have that done pre-application. But if you don't, do it post-purchase. Wait till after the race is done. Uh, don't do it in the middle. Bad choice. Um, so yeah, and there's going to be other things that surface that I may not touch on here today. These are the things that kind of come to front of mind that we run into on a monthly basis, really, with different customers. And I'm not saying these customers are bad customers. They're not no, people are not educated all the time, and it's hard to keep that information out in front of new customers. As a realtor, as a mortgage lender, both, it's hard to keep fresh information out in front of everybody all the time. So uh, that's kind of my hope with this video, is if you catch it, just kind of pay attention to it and consult with us or your mortgage lender before doing anything drastic. That way we can gauge on how it's going to affect you moving through the process, because the last thing either any of us want to do is work for you and then never get you across the finish line. Like, that's not our goal. So yeah, keep that in mind. There's also a Facebook post on this. It's dated the 31st of January 2023. So if you go back through our Facebook page, you'll catch a Facebook post on this as well. But anyway, hope this helps. If there's anything if you got questions about any of this information or what it may mean to you, and again, everybody's a little different too. Like what this means to me means something a little bit different to you. We're all different people. We all got different things going on. All of our actions are different, right? Our needs are different. Our wants are different. So it's not so templated to just everybody in our society. But we've all been doing this long enough. We know how to get you through the process, and that's the point, right? Like, we're here to be your professional guide through the purchasing process of real estate. So anyway, ring the bell, toot the horn, share the page, get the notifications, stay in touch. Just let us know if something comes up you want us to touch on, go into a bit more detail on that topic. Glad to do it. I'm up for all of that. So anyway, just stay in touch. Anyway, copy that. I'm out.